Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities. It's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on her shoulders. I'm gonna be nice. Nice to each other. Giving each other compliments and shit. Why not? Alright, so we got some basic stuff here. So, okay, let's go over this. There's several people who could be responsible for the death of Jake. But I don't want to go into them too much because we haven't gotten to certain places. I really hate all these voices. The cheese salesman is just the fucking worst. So I think the next place we need to go is to the morgue so that we can check out the body of Counselor Jake. And I believe that's this building right here, judging by the coffins and so forth. So it seems fairly obvious. So the corpse compendium. I can steal this and read it. The Second Life, blah, blah, blah. Wait, is this just an actual book? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want this. Put it back on the desk. I think what we're looking for is actually going to be inside here. Robert's Leisure. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Arias, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air. And even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No. One of them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me. Unless, of course, I leave a book with detailed description of what just happened
Looks like the mortician is
out in the
rather
open.
suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
I just read the book and put it back because it seems like the right thing to do. No big deal. It's not stealing. It just overlooked a book that was laying out in the open. Granted, behind a door I maybe shouldn't have entered, but I digress. What a sweet coffin this is. Look at these coffins. What a nice coffin maker.
Greetings!
This guy. Fucking coffin maker extraordinaire. Yes, I would like to order a coffin, if you would. I would love to have my name inscribed. And what is your name, sir? I would like to say, here lies butt plug. Butt plug? I just made that up. I just made that dialogue up. It's not actually in the game, unfortunately. So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks, or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Tell me about yourself. Family business, blah, 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 blah. What can you tell me about Jake's murder? Sad story, blah, blah, blah. Zibbity, bobbity, boobity. About Jake's body. How do you... Ah, the ledger. Is it full? Was I to leave it in the open? Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects on the matter. What would you like to know? Why do you suspect Mayor Cecil? Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses. You know, he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep if he were so inclined. Why would you suspect Captain Aureus? Aureus himself paid me a visit last night. The body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun even started peeping and told me to tell him, and only him, if I had noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bother to go through all that trouble unless he knew something the rest of us don't. Why do you suspect Evelyn? I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in the city who could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she'd barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind, how a young medical professional could have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. Yeah. What about him, Esmeralda? I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda. Alright, I'll take my leave. Anything else in here I want to steal? No. I don't want to go through all your stuff, man. You know, you're just a honest, well, I say that. You're just a hardworking mortician. Just, you know, embalming and shit. Get your embalm on. Why not? So, I think we need to go to the graveyard, which is over here, and check out the corpse. And see if the corpse is in the grave. You know, let's go talk to this guy first. I think he gives us a quest or something. Hello. Oh, how nice of you it is it? Make sure the youth to break them on the elder's name all the way on the hardwood bench. Terrible. Pray let me be forward to you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring, for my weary mind is troubled, and would highly praise thy gentle and assistance, thy kind ministrations. That's a lot of words, unnecessary. Aged elf, years of parade and long succession.
Bye.
Alright. We got some sort of mission from that, but I passed elf-orc blood feud. We met an old elf, Eglander, who asked us to meet him in his room at the King Crab Inn. He said he needed help with something. Noted. We'll do that at some point. But not at this point. At this point, we're going to check out a corpse. I'm here about a corpse. I'm here about a corpse.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
We don't have the pet pal ability, otherwise we could speak with this dog. Murphy. But this is... I think this is Counselor Jake's grave here.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have sisal pie in the afterlife? Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Alright, so this is going to be Jake's... Okay, so there's an issue here that we're going to run into that I am well aware of, and it's caused me many an issue in the past. So first things first, saving. Right? So we're going to dig this thing up. I think we have a shovel in one of these people's inventory. So let's see here. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to send this to Taco. She has a shovel. She's going to dig the grave up, and then... nothing's going to happen here. Sorry. I believe it's this grave, actually, that has it.
Who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
So if we dig up these graves, we can find various things, but what we want is the XP from killing this zombie that's going to pop out of David's grave. The problem is the dog and this chick, Siva, who's like mourning her daughter or something, is going to run over to help, and this zombie dude hits really hard, and he will one-shot Murphy the dog and potentially murder Siva as well. So we need to figure out how we're going to manage to save these idiots from themselves. So I have a Crushing Fist ability, which could knock him down, which would give us some free hits. And let's see what he has. He has a Battering Ram, which also has the ability to knock down. A 50% chance. And a... what is the other one? A 90% chance. So we have a pretty good chance between the two of us to knock him down at least for a little bit. And then hopefully we can get enough hits on him while he's down to wreck him. So let's go ahead and do this. Why not? Let's do this. Now, I mean, them helping is great if they can get hits on him, but the fact is, this happens a lot. where he likes to just attack the dog before we can get in on him. Knockdown failed. Luckily it is her turn next, so I can try doing this. There we go. 90% chance did not... What? How? A 50% chance failed, and then a freaking 90% chance failed. Okay, if he kills the dog, we're just going to load it. Yep, it's dead. It is dead. All right, what's the quick load? I think it's like F8. Let's make sure if we hit any buttons. Quick load is F8. Yes. All right, let's go back. So, if we had, I got it. I got the plan. I've got the plan. Let's go get Aru from the library first because he can teleport the fucker way away from everybody right as soon as he gets out of the grave. All right, so we're gonna go to the library, which is above the mayor, which is over here. So this is one of the companions we can get. He's a bit of a dick. He doesn't like demons, so if you plan on doing anything demonic, maybe using demons to get for your own good, or maybe summoning demons, or becoming a demon in general, or whatever, making a deal with a demon, he's gonna hate you. But otherwise, he's a pretty freaking good character in terms of combat. He has a bunch of really good spells to start off, including one of the best spells in the game, which is the teleport ability. Hello, Jahan. Jahan. Omnis autem demonis quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector. They have the manners of bulls, these boatmen of Sicil. Source Hunter, blah, blah, blah. Why would you want to join forces with us? Simply because you hunt Source and I, Jahan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated body and soul long ago. This is a sentiment I am quite certain you recognize, blah, blah, blah. Very well. There will be no deals with demons. Agreed. Sure. Demons, not something a cleric would deal with anyway. Alright, so we've got our friend to help. We may not keep him, or we might. Who knows? But for now, I think we're good. I think what I want to do with our, actually, with this lady, if I can, let's see. I'm thinking I want to give her something. Let's see. I think it's Aerothurge, but I'm not totally sure. It might be Witchcraft. Let's see. Jahan here. What do you got? This is Teleportation. Why wouldn't it just tell you what school of magic it's in? That's stupid. Alright, so we got to figure out what button it is to go to a spell book. No. Let's figure it out. Option, controls. Toggle skills. No. No. Toggle. Ah, yeah, it is. Steelbook. Hydrosophist is the heals. Aerothurge is the teleportation. Okay. So let's go ahead and give her the teleportation. Or Aerothurge at least. Then we can work towards giving her teleportation. Because it's a really handy skill to have. You can move people around the battlefield with it. You can move yourself around the battlefield with it. It does really good damage. And it knocks people down that you teleport. It slams them into the ground and so forth. So we have that now. So what I want to do is unchain this by dragging him off. And I'm going to put him about here. And then I'm going to make them go ahead and dig
I
this.
don't have the right tool for digging.
Let's see if we can get this done. Jahan, I need you to do something too legit to quit. I'm going to put you right here on the edge of this zone. Boom. 52 damage. Pretty good. Not going to lie. Pretty freaking good. Boom. Didn't knock him down. It's fine, though. And I'm going to go ahead and try to slam him again. Knockdown. He must have a really high resistance to that, because that's a 90% chance that has failed both times. Alright, Siva, don't even. Oh wow, 60. Holy balls. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight up DPS with this dude. 27, 28. So either one of these is pretty good. I cast Rain on him. I think I'm going to do that. And I'll tell you why after he does it. So now everybody's wet. And what I can do is if I can get butt plug out of range somehow, I can electrocute this guy and it'll stun him. I'm going to go ahead and just heal myself. And try to also drink a potion. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it, that was a fucking waste. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I just used the potion on her because I didn't notice that it just automatically switched. Well, that's dead. He's dead. Yeah, yeah. Here comes... I can't now because this idiot... I can freeze him, however. With a bitter cold, I think I can freeze him. Since he's already wet. Now, the only downside to freezing the target is... One second, let me move this. Try this. Nope. I'm going to send this to Taco. So the only downside to freezing them is they become a little bit resistant to certain damage types, like I think most melee. So that's a thing. I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm going to pre-heal Taco because it's a heal over time. And then on Taco, I'm going to move... You know what? First I'm going to use a Resurrection Scroll. Why can't I use this? Maybe I can only use it out of combat? How much does it cost? I just don't have enough action points, apparently. Alright, here I'm going to move up. See, it doesn't do much damage at all since he's frozen. Definitely not going to kill him this way. Alright, so now we just need to start doing more damage, I guess. 27, pretty good. Still frozen. Oh. He's managed to unfreeze, and I think this is probably for the best. Even though he's going to be able to do a shit ton of damage. Alright, there isn't a puddle on the floor anymore, though, so maybe I can actually... Oh, it definitely hit him big time. It didn't stun him, though. Alright, so I now have enough to res him, but I don't think it is any good, really. Missed him, of course I did. Why not? What a waste. How am I missing him? He's flanked, so he has minus 20 defense, and I've still missed him every single attack. That is stupid. What level is this guy? Oh my god, this is way too high. Okay.